used to have these huge steel speakers, horns, that they would put it up on the highest tree in the neighborhood. And when they punch, people from all miles away would hear the music and find the dance. So I did some of that too. So I was guilty of getting out of the yard and going to follow music for miles. Come home and my mother is worried about me. We'll get really see this time of night. And you don't think you're doing something bad because the way it makes you feel. You didn't depend on anyone to feel the way you feel, but what you're absorbing from the music. And that's a very independent feel because music touches the emotions, but each of us deal with our emotions differently. And so this I wouldn't have been able to explain then because I'm just a child being fascinated by something in the air that I didn't realize then that music was the soundtrack of life.
The Bob Andy catalog is one of the most celebrated in the history of Jamaican music. His LP from Studio One is a best-selling singles collection simply entitled Songbook, a cornerstone of the reggae genre's formative years. As a songwriter, Bob Andy is hailed with Jamaica's all-time greats for his insights into human nature, his global worldview, and the staying power of his compositions. Even if he is not a household name outside the reggae universe, his songs nonetheless have become reggae and dancehall anthems.
He's a world-class act. Take him with his singing and with his songwriting, that's a world-class act. So he would have transcended our soil and and our borders because his talents were so vast, and I can't say talent because he was multi-talented.
You listen to his songs and you actually can put a visual to it. It's timeless. A lot of the things that he sang about then is as current today as it was ever.
I know they love to speak about his songwriting, and I think, yes, it's definitely up there, the upper tier of one of our best songwriters. But I don't think they focus enough on him as a singer. And his voice is beautiful. His voice is melodious, sweet, and he's a great vocalist.
As a singer, the passion that he poured in a song is phenomenal. And everybody always applaud him songwriting, and rightfully so, because he's one of the greatest writers out of Jamaica and even in music history. But trust me, when him sing a song, especially like a painful song or a love song, you feel what he's singing.
The seeds of Bob Andy's career were sown at Studio One in the heydays of 1960s creativity for producer Coxsone Dodd and with the musical oversight of keyboardist Jackie Matu. The acclaimed 1972 collection Songbook includes To Experience, My Time, Unchained, Going Home, and I've Got to Go Back Home among its 12 masterpieces. Bob Andy began as a founding member of the Paragons and quickly became a writer for Coxsone Dodd's growing stable of artists, notably penning I Don't Want to See You Cry for Ken Booth and a series of tracks for the young Marcia Griffiths, including Feel Like Jumping, Truly, Tell Me Now, and Melody Life. These, as well as Bob Andy's solo recordings, were introduced to many Jamaicans in the crucible of the 1960s and 70s dancehall, exclusive for years to Sir Coxsone's downbeat sound system. As a result of their exclusivity, the songs and their underlying rhythms became melodic building blocks remade for decades to come, with versions of Unchained, Going Home, To Experience, Feeling Soul, and My Time, and others helping define the sound of Jamaican music in the 70s, 80s, and beyond. When we hear Barrington Levy's majestic cover of To Experience, we remember Bob Andy. When we hear Buju Banton's Love Me Browning, we remember Bob Andy, whose Feeling Soul is the rhythmic foundation. When we hear Garnet Silk's Love Is the Answer, Luciano's Carrie Jallo, Don Carlos's Mr. Sun, or Gregory Isaac's Babylon Too Rough, we remember that Bob Andy's Unchained is at the heart of these compositions. Bob Andy versions run through hundreds of songs across the decades, embedded deep in reggae's DNA. Like a small handful of his gifted songwriting peers, Bob Andy was able to see the world from the vantage point of a newly independent Jamaica and eventually find commonalities with those in far-flung corners of the globe. He related aspects of his own life and his Jamaican culture in ways that continue to resonate. Bob Andy's best-known recording is undoubtedly his duet with his performing partner Marcia Griffiths, an international hit interpretation of Young Gifted in Black, first popularized by Nina Simone. While Young Gifted in Black gave Bob and Marcia mainstream recognition and enduring acclaim in England and Europe, the lack of financial reward was a grave disappointment. Andy's embrace of the social values sweeping Jamaica in the 1970s deepened as a result, as well as his affinity for Rastafari. His subsequent material became even more philosophical and a reflection of the spirit of the 1970s.
Rastafari now was always the bedrock of a certain kind of a developing, evolving link between Jamaicans and Africa. And the Rastafarians took it at another level, where they say, okay, we can't deal with the Queen of England. They can't be calling us brothers and sisters and doing us the way they are doing us. And then Marcus Garvey pointed out that there was a king being crowned in Africa, and we should look towards Africa rather than to England. And so when I started writing about those songs, now I drew on those observations and experiences, and being one of the underclass, so I began learning about us and them, and I'm still doing. And started writing the songs that address those situations.
I see the fire spreading, it's getting hotter and hot. Perhaps we'll want to be in the shoes of the have-nots. If the sign is on your door, then you will be safe for sure. But if you are in pretense, you're on the wrong side of the fence.
By Bob Andy's mid-career, more and more of his songs would be picked up and reinterpreted by generations of Jamaican performers, from John Holt, Byron Lee, and Gregory Isaacs to Barrington Levy, Sanchez, Marcia Griffiths, and nearly 100 others. Songbook, plus his albums Music Inside Me, Lots of Love and I, Friends, and the collection of self-productions on Retrospective form the core of his catalog. He continued to record singles up to his final years.
And he was so wise. He was very, very wise. And spiritual too. That was just an incredible man. I'm glad that our paths crossed, because I think I rubbed shoulder with greatness with Bob Andy. Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to We Remember Bob Andy, presented in association with the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport. I'm Elaine Wint, and it's my pleasure to be here with you this evening as we bring the curtains down on Reggae Month 2023. And what better way to do that than to honoring the great Bob Andy. Please welcome Dean Fraser with Too Experienced. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Of course, Dean Fraser does it every time. Thank you, sir. Producer for the album. And coming up next, here to perform his cover of Andy's My Time is the fast-rising breakout reggae performer, Kumar.
So if you should take the music away and read the lyrics too, my resistance is getting weaker. I just can't stand the pressure. You know, many of us go through that. You know, I've had a rough last 2 years, so it's the perfect song for me to sing.
My resistance is getting weaker. I just can't stand the pressure. I can't get any meager. I've got to find some other treasure. I need nothing to be a man, because I was born a man, and I deserve the right to live like every other man. Ooh, every other man. Oh, no. My mind's in such a state, sometimes it makes me sick. At times I've tried to hate, but I just don't know the trick. I need nothing to be a man, because I was born a man. I deserve the right to live like every other man. Yeah. Every other man. Huh. Experience taught me wisdom. Thank God I've got some life left. I'm getting out of serfdom. My soul has stand the test. I need nothing to be a man, because I was born a man. I deserve the right. Ooh, yeah. Every other man now. Ooh, child. Yeah. So every other man now. Ooh, yeah. Oh, my mind's in such a state, sometimes it make me sick. At times I've tried to hate, but I just don't know the trick. I need nothing to be a man, because I was born a man. I deserve every right. Every other man. Yeah. So every other man. Any other man time. Oh, I wanna live my life, oh, so like any other man. Yes, I wanna live my lifestyle like any other man. So yes, no. Thank you very much. My love.
We're going to come up now with Romain Virgo, and he takes on one of Bob's really special songs. This is strong social commentary, ladies and gentlemen, because the fire is burning.
It is such a powerful song that I would say stood to the test of time. You know, when you look around us now and everything that is going on, there are people who are going through some real hard times. There are people who can't find their next meal. There are people who are working hard, but they're getting a little bit of pay. You know, and you know that music like those will continue to live on.
Ooh, yeah. I was thinking to myself, observing all this time, from every angle that I see, my people you're meeting here. The brothers have turned to crime, so they die from time to time. I'd like to ask you leaders, what have you got in mind? I see the fire spreading, it's getting hotter and hot. The haves will want to be in the shoes of the have-nots. If the sign is on your door, then you will be safe for sure. But if you are in pretense,
my people. Believe me when I tell you. Another thing that I saw in vision, right in front of these eyes. Sisters prostituting, selling away their lives. They get but very little pay, the ones who clean the mess. Minority who sits on top just to raise themselves the best. But I see the fire spreading, it's getting hotter and hot. The haves will want to be in the shoes of the have-not. If the sign is on your door, then you will be safe for sure. But if you are in pretense, you're on the wrong side of the fence. Ooh, yeah, believe me, my people. Believe me when I tell you another thing that I saw in vision, right in front of these eyes. Sisters prostituting, selling away their lives. They get but very little pay, the ones who clean the mess. Minority who sits on top just to raise themselves the best. But I see the fire spreading, it's getting hotter and hot. The haves will want to be in the shoes of the have-not. If the sign is on your door, then you will be safe for sure. But if you are in pretense, you're on the wrong side of the fence. I feel the fire burning, burning, burning. Feel the fire burning. Oh, the fire burning, burning, burning. Feel the fire burning. Oh, will Lord. Yeah. Burning, burning, burning. Feel the fire burning. Oh, will Lord. Burning, burning, burning. Feel the fire burning.
To perform and is Unchained. Reggae roots artist Duane Stephenson.
Unchained, that was what he stood for, you know. We had a conversation once about him starting to play lawn tennis for many years because the music business got so tedious that he just wanted a break from it in order to protect himself, his mindset, and his works. You know, and I mean, maybe it's because I played a little bit of tennis, so I could relate to that somewhat. But that shows you the kind of man that he is, you know. He doesn't just talk, but he's willing to, you know, sacrifice for what he truly believes in.
Set me free, yeah. Just take these chains away and set me free. Remove me out of bondage and we agree. Too long I've been a slave, I don't wanna be no more. I'd rather dig my grave than be locked behind the door. Oh, I wanna help myself and be an independent man. I don't want no one to give me an helping hand. Whether you're black or whether you are white, no, I don't give a damn. I just wanna be alright. Oh yeah, set me free. Please unchain me. Oh, just take these chains away and set me free. Remove me out and we'll agree. Oh, too long I've been a slave and I don't wanna be no more. Oh, I'd rather dig my grave than be locked behind the door. Yes, I wanna help myself and be an independent man. I don't want no one to give me an helping hand. Whether you're black or whether you are white, no, I don't give a damn. I just wanna be alright. I wanna be alright. Set me free, please unchain me. Just set me free, unchained. Just set me free, yeah. Just take these chains away. I wanna be free. Remove me out of bondage, and we'll agree. Oh, too long I've been a slave, and I don't wanna be no more. So I'd rather dig my grave than be locked behind the door. I wanna help myself and be an independent man. I don't want no one to give me an helping hand. Whether you're black or whether you are white, no, I don't give a damn. I just wanna be alright. Set me free. You gotta unchain me. I just wanna be free. Yes, I just wanna be free. I need real freedom. No hypocrisy. I need real freedom. Set me free. Blessings.
Thank you, Duane Stephenson. That was awesome, powerful, great. So now, for the couples with us, this is especially for you. Here is the soulful Sherieta Lewis with Bob Andy's Honey.
Time to do some more. And we talk, there is understanding. Baby, you and me, we are not too demanding. And that is why I love that you are still my honey. You
from 1972. And his life is still so relevant today, ladies and gentlemen. We now have the very sweet voice of an artist who calls himself Qyor. And he's gonna bring his cover of Bob Andy's Life.
I remember he told me to learn that song a few years ago. And he said something to me, think of all the possibilities the eyes of a child can see. And I think I hear his voice over and over saying that every time I sing or I listen to one of his songs. And that's what I try my very best every time I sing this song, to be as pure-hearted and as honest as he wrote it, you know, for all to see the need to share and to consider humanity again. That's what I get from it.
Wherever you are, I want you to close your eyes with me for 3 seconds and think of all the possibilities the eyes of a child can see. If everything in life was right, then we would never have to fight. But if we never used the brain, then only carcass would remain. If man had never used his hands, then we would never understand the joys of making this and that, like winning money from the slot. Forget about stupidity, develop your ability, cultivate humility. Ooh, to brave the stormy weather. Oh, my brother, heed my foolish words. You see, the more you give to life is the more you're gonna get from life. So go on and give. Don't count the cost. And the less you give to life is the less you're gonna get from life. So save your dough, and your soul may be lost, lost. If every man should be the boss, that we no one to groom the horse, mechanics none to fix the car, no humble man to spread the tar. If every man should be on top, tell me what the hell could stop top heavy from a fatal drop? Extinct would be the mortal crop. It's time we learn to be satisfied. Curtail resources running wild. Too much have you, get rid of some. There are too many who have none, none. Oh, my brother, help us face the storm weather. The more you give to life is the more you're gonna get from life. So go on and give. Don't count the cost. And the less you give to life is the less you're gonna get from life. So save your dough, and your soul may be lost. The more life is the less you're gonna get from life. So save your dough, and your soul might be lost. Lost.
So it's time to welcome another lady, my sister, my friend. Nadine Sutherland is in the house.
I think I was specifically chosen when I listened to it for having a soulful vocal style. When I listened to Bob, I understood why Dean chose me. And I was like, okay, first and foremost, I was nervous because I had to do honor to the man as a vocalist.
To be true to one another, to be kind and gentle to each other, to do your best when it's asked of you, to do what you have to do when you're supposed to. Hey, you gotta feel it. Ooh, you've got to feel the soul down inside of you. You've got to feel it. Feel it. Yeah. You will guide you to this feeling of love. Whoa. Feeling of love. Feeling of love. Hey. If you're to feel it, you've got to be clean. You've got to make it straight. You can't be lean. Share the joy togetherness can bring. To a true soul, you just have to cling. Yeah, you better feel it. Ooh, you've got to feel the soul down inside of you. Yeah, you got to feel it. Feel it. To be true to one another, to be kind and gentle to each other, to do your best when it's asked of you, do what you have to do when you're supposed to. Yeah, you better feel it. Oh, you got to feel the soul down inside of you. Yes, you gotta feel it. Feel it. Feel it. You gotta feel the soul down inside of you. Yeah, you gotta feel it. Yeah, you gotta feel it. 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 Feel the soul down inside of you. Feel it. Feel it. Feel the soul down inside of you.
So now we'd like to welcome the duo of songstress Nikki and Lukie D to set off the sparks with Bob Andy's Lover's Anthem, Really Together.
It is a pleasure to know that a song that was written before I was born, at this particular time, I can come now and do a rendition of it. So what I bring to it is a new style, not change up anything, a new sound of a new artist, bringing a different sound and flavor to something that somebody great made before my time.
Glad I'm waiting. Come here, man. I knew one day we'd meet for a date. Somehow I've always cherish that fair. Ooh, look at it now, we've met by mid-chance. If it's so right, then let's start a romance.
It's alright with me, so let's go. If it's true love, then our hearts will know. Let's take a stroll, we'll walk hand in hand. Reason together, then we'll understand. Really together, we belong. Then in a moment, our love will be strong. Really together, we belong. Then in a moment, our love will be strong.
We're gonna have happy times together, sharing our life for one another. Ooh, I'm so glad, my darling, we've met. This loving night we'll never forget. Whoa.
This is like my voice, so let's feel. Here is my soul, my heart I'll give. Take all I've got, I'm yours to keep. Just treat me kind, gentle and meek. Really together we belong. Then in a moment our love will be strong. Really together we belong. Then in a moment our love will be strong.
Take your time with me there. Ooh, glad I made it. Glad I waited on you. Yeah. Ooh, make I say something to you then. I knew one day we'd meet for a date. Somehow I've always cherished that fate. Oh, look at us now, we've met by mere chance. If it's so right, then let's start a romance.
Oh, it's alright with me, so let's go. Here is to love, our hearts will know. Let's take a stroll, we'll walk hand in hand. Reason together, then we'll understand. Really together, we belong. Then in a moment, our love will be strong. Really together, we belong. Then in a moment, our love will be strong. Really together, we belong. Then in a moment, our love will be strong. Really together, we belong. Then in a moment, our love will be strong. Really together, we belong. Then in a moment, our love will be strong.
Thank you.
You can always maybe find yourself in a Babandi song, or you know somebody who's been, you know, the subject of the song. So maybe I can relate to the Desperate Lover a little bit. How do you feel when your baby's gone? Is that feeling? But you know, that is why music is here. Music is what feelings sound like. And Babandi really capture the feelings in the songs.
boy. Oh. And you remember love songs are forever, you know? Desperate lover, the one you name. How do you feel when your baby is gone? And how do you sleep with no one to keep you warm? You toss and a turn and cry all night. Give such a feeling, Lord, what an awful pride. I made a mistake when I grieved her heart, and she couldn't stand it. She decided we part. Now I gotta find her and apologize. I want no one else, she's just my size. Special request to all the lovers. Oh, I want a desperate lover. Boom. Long live Bob Andy and the music and the message. Yeah. Warm and easy. Now, how do you feel when your baby is gone? How do you sleep with no one to keep you warm? You toss and a turn, cry all night. Such a feeling, Lord, what an awful pride. I made a mistake when I grieved her heart, and she couldn't stand it. She decided we part. Now I gotta find her and apologize. I want no one else, she's just my size. Oh, I gotta find her. Oh, Jano, yeah. How do you feel when your baby is gone? How do you sleep? No one to keep you warm. You toss and a turn, cry all night. What a feeling, Lord, what an awful pride. I made a mistake when I grieved her heart, and she couldn't stand it. She decided we part. Now I gotta find her and apologize. I want no one else, she's just my side. Warm and easy, I'd like to live about Andy. Oh, warm and easy, desperate lover boy. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Big up Bob Andy forever.
Would you please put your hands together for, let me tell you, he's gonna sing I've Got to Go Back Home. Beres Hammond.
I've got to go back home. This couldn't be my home. It must be somewhere else. I don't want to kill myself, 'cause I can't get no clothes to wear and no food to eat. Can't get a job to get bread. That's why I've got to go back home. Even if I gotta walk, I got to go back home. Even if I gotta run, yeah. There is no gladness, nothing but sadness, nothing like a future here. I've gotta leave this land, gotta find myself on some other sand. I just can't stand this life of living, Lord. I can't get no food to eat, no clothes clothes to wear. Can't get a job to get bread. That's why I've got to go back home. Even if I gotta crawl, yeah. Even if I gotta run. Oh, I've got to go back home. This could be my home. It must be somewhere else. Poor little Beres don't wanna kill himself, 'cause I can't get no clothes to wear and no food to eat. Can't get a job to get bread. That's why I've got to go back home. Even if I gotta crawl, even if I gotta run, yeah. I've got to go back home. I gotta go back home. I must just go back home. Let me run, let me run, let me run. Let me get out of here.
The love is in the music. The power is in the music. The life is in the music. The transformation is in the music. The ease is in the music. And most importantly, the love is in the music.
Being a Jamaican is one thing. Being a Jamaican of renown, with the understanding that you have a certain amount of responsibility to be accurate and to be as truthful as possible in disseminating information, is a stretch. I didn't know this when I was growing up. But people forced me, Jamaican people forced me into being who I am in many ways because of the respect they showed me.
The greatest legacy for Mr. Andy was the songs that he left us with. You know, because he really left us with some powerful music.
The rights of artistic people was very important to him. And to share the knowledge that he got, knowledge that in his time many weren't privy to. But because of his situation, he managed to learn that and he would pass it on. So I said that will be the legacy that he left.
And the legacy is there for many to see. And it's up to us to keep his music and his message and what him stand for alive, because I mean, that is a true potential of legacy when you see it stand the test of time.
This is what we did tonight. That make me understand that he's gonna be living a long, long, long time. Him a joker, you know. Yeah, give me all kind of joke and make people laugh after me and all them things there. This make me know say there is no such thing as expert. We don't want no expert about you, because X mean you know longer. I talk of him as if in the present. I'm a brethren man. And when it comes to lyrics, I hardly can find people who can put words together like him, you know. I hardly can find them. Be honest with you, we have a few here, but him is just kind of different, you know. I still talk about him as in the present, though. Because I can't believe so him just walk away from me, so, you know.
Long live Bob Andy and the music and the message.